One, go. It's military. Oh, today. Beautiful. What an entry, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, members of the spectacular community. It is the one and only Yuletide Yosef joining me here on Bomb Rookies episode 4, special edition Meet Yuletide Yosef. Yosef, it is a pleasure to have you on here today. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me, Mr. Jingle Bombs.
No,
now, I don't know if you could see this, but I have with me my AGM missile.
I do see that. That is
someone up by, yours truly, Mr. Albert. And over here to the left, we have my very special coffee mug. And then all the way to the right, good friend of mine, Mr. TI-84.
Now there it is. That's quite a combo. The rocket always gets me a little nervous,
Well,
I understand the history of it.
It's kind of it's seen better days. It's kind of disheveled right now, but it can be active at a moment's notice. So just I've deactivated it for peaceful purposes.
That is what we love to hear. It's
peaceful purposes.
A bit of a more peaceful year this year so far. Is the bottom.
Yes.
All right. So just a quick intro here. We have Yuletide Yosef on. It's going to be the classic 29-minute, 77-second long episode.
I heard about that. Yes.
In commemoration of how many my relatives killed on 9/11. So that's great. And it's basically just an opportunity to let Joe get his platform out there and let you guys meet him a bit more. So let's get going here. Start you off with some questions. So who is Yuletide Yosef?
Who is Yuletide Yosef? You know what? I was actually, hold on one second. I have this right here, ready to go. If you look up the word Yuletide, you'll see right here, Yuletide is used as a synonym for Christmas, a combination of Yule from the pagan winter festival Joel and Tide, meaning absolute joy, and describes the Christmas season. I think that's kind of embodying me. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. So I thought, what better way than to make Yuletide my name?
Now that's right in the spirit of Specky, Yuletide bringing joy and Christmas cheer. I mean, if you just described the spectacular, I wouldn't have been surprised. So that's
that's true. Well, most people don't know what the word Yuletide means. They just know it's in a bunch of Christmas songs that we've sung since we're kids.
No, and I had no clue. I just knew it was like a Christmas word. I didn't really have any idea what the meaning was.
No, it means absolute joy and stuff like that. So that's how you describe Christmas. That's how you describe me.
No, that's what we love to hear. It's a great name choice. Definitely one of the more unique names we have in the spectacular family.
As opposed to Jingle Bombs. I mean, Jingle Bombs is out there. You can't really top that.
No, and that's certainly something I was going for.
The dancing Christmas terrorist.
That's a beautiful description. All right, so people do know a little bit more about you. Haven't been around for a year now, but you've been a bit quiet to start the year this year. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. What is your campaign going to be all about this year? What's your platform for the 2021 Christmas Spectacular?
This time around, it's not going to be too different. You're going to get the same usual specky content from me, nerdy stuff, cool designs. I have one in the works right now, so keep track on that. But it's going to be a lot more peaceful, right? We're going to take this. He's going out, throw all the bombs out the window. This year, we're focusing on recovery. We're getting back to what we were back in 2018, 2019. I don't even remember because this is my first year of an actual spectacular. Looking forward to it.
No, I think we all are. It's gonna be a great experience. A lot of new faces.
Majestic or not, I know that this year is gonna be like the old spectaculars, something that I've seen on YouTube.
Yeah, no, it's something. I think that's what we're going for here with the year of recovery. So that's good to hear. All right, so here's a question for you. What's the spectacular all about for you? What does it mean to Yuletide Yosef?
But to me, it means a way. Well, because if you're in the spectacular, right, you're starting celebrating Christmas in September. So that's going to make you, more jolly attitude. It's all about, it's all about the Christmas season, all about joy. And you're starting that in September, you're going to be a happier person. It's about enriching your life, making you a more joyful person in some ways, shape, or form.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And it's something me personally, I know I've talked about this as a terrorist, how the spectacular has changed me. It's made me find a
Made
bit
you a
more of a
happier.
no, much more. It's like what I was saying, I think, to Mistletoe Matt when he was on. It's like when you're in the spirit of Christmas, it's tough to even bomb somebody. It's like
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot
no.
for me to say. But you're really getting to the heart of the matter there. All right,
Excuse me, 1 second, 1 second.
no worries.
All right, we're good.
All right.
My
Um,
apologies. My apologies.
oh no, the low apple. Um, moving on here. All right. So you're in a little bit of a unique situation as a rookie, having been already a participant in the spectacular. So can you just talk a little bit about your experience at the spectacular last year and what that was like?
It was an absolute amazing experience. And the best part was that wasn't even a true spectacular, majestic experience. So, I mean, for what's going to happen this year, I honestly can't wait. But last year, it's hard to summarize in like, one word. But if I get one word, I'll tweet it out what it was like. If you remember, I currently I lost my vision last year for a little bit. Did you hear about that?
You what? Can you repeat that one? I missed that.
Did you not hear? I lost my vision from how many plates I put down.
Oh yes, no, I've heard the story.
Yeah,
No,
so of course you have things like that. That's one way. That's one memorable memory. But if I had to describe what last year was, it was joyful chaos. Let's go with that. If I was to summarize what the spectacular was like, joyful chaos that I will always look forward to do it again.
yes, no, it's definitely a bit of a chaotic day, but all in the spirit of joy. And that's I want to touch on the losing the vision a little bit more. Let's dig into that for a bit, because it's I think it's a mark of a true spectacular veteran to have had that kind of near death experience at this
Yeah.
spectacular. You look at like, and this is going to be a tough example to bring up, but you look at like somebody like a Mary Mike who fell out of a car, such a great rookie debut. Of course, his career's kind of dropped off since then. You have a snowflake Smitty who had a Hardy at the Specky. Um,
And now you got Yuletide Yosef going blind.
you got Yuletide Yosef going blind. I think you're,
Hmm?
you're joining a list of it's a complicated list to be on, but it's one I think
Of
everybody
Yeah,
that's
no, that's a fair observation because now I have, you have everybody's got their specific niche. It's or not niche, their thing. Schmitty, it's the heart attack. Like you said, now I got to lose my vision every year.
no, and that's something. It tells me that you were pushing yourself to the very limit of what you are physically capable of. And that's what we love to see for the spectacular. Like, I think, and this is something that I was talking about with Mistletoe Matt as well, in terms of when you get into talking about plates eaten or other performance things, sometimes we don't all have the same physical abilities, but the key is to really be given that 110% effort.
Of
And
course.
I think there was, even if you didn't have the most plates eaten, it was clear
Mhm.
their effort was 150%.
Of course, yes. That's all you get out of me. 150 all day.
And that's what we love to see. Um, so kind of building on that, is there anything you learned from your experiences last year? What were your takeaways, and where do you think you can improve going forward?
Where I can improve. Well, one thing's for certain. We didn't really get to do a tree, like a way to look for the tree. And I feel like now having my vision kind of, all wonky, I couldn't look for the tree that well. So I got to think of a way to eat as many plates, but not lose the vision, but still show that I'm committed, that I lose the vision, but I got to regain it so that I can look for a good tree.
Oh, then that's a key. The tree experience was definitely it was my first one too last year, but it did
Of
seem
course.
it
If
wasn't.
anything, it should have been easier. I mean, there was so little trees to look for.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm very excited to see the fell tree finding experience this year. I think that's something that
I'm looking forward to the full field experience, seeing Coach Christmas tackle a tree. Which there's something in the process coming out. I won't hint at it too much, but we're going to see some kind of analysis of our Coach Christmas hitting the tree soon.
oh, and that's something to look forward to. I'm very, very excited to see that there. Um, So yeah, talking about kind of the non, because the breakfast part of the spectacular seemed like it was pretty standard last year, but definitely some of the
Yeah.
extracurriculars
Yes. But of
definitely.
course, I mean, there's something about what I'm hearing. There's something majestic about Majestic, and having not been to Majestic, I'm looking forward to getting that extra experience.
Yeah, no, and that's I don't know if if you've been following the debate, but that's actually been one of the main debates of the spectacular season. Will the
Of
spec
course, of
majestic?
course.
And it's gonna be it's gonna be something that's probably gonna be a cliffhanger, and we're not even sure that the majestic is gonna have one, but it definitely
No, yeah.
it definitely is a place dear to the specky. I'm not really gonna get into that debate on this show. I'll leave
No,
that.
yeah. This is yes,
But
understood.
let's see, moving on here. So as somebody that's not necessarily a veteran, but also knows about the spectacular, is there what would you change about the Specky? What reforms would you make? There's been a lot of ideas thrown around, such as the college experience for rookies, kind of like something that you did last year. There's been even increasing the field. It's
Mhm.
talks about how we get graded, the different numbers, like the statistics. How should those be calculated? To how should those count? All sorts of reforms thrown around. Do you have any ideas as somebody that's been around the Specky for a bit of time now?
Sure, I got one idea. So being a vegan, I'm not sure if you know that. I mean, I know you eat a similar diet. You being an Arabian, you can't eat the
I
porks, right?
can't eat pork, but I'll
Can't eat
tell
the
you,
pork.
I'll eat human flesh.
Okay.
It's been known
I
to
mean,
kill
hey,
them.
so maybe what I'm thinking here, we should get some kind of accommodation for us vegans and for you Arabians. We should have some kind of impossible meat, like mandatory impossible meat at the Majestic Gardens. Or I mean, another thing too. What I was mainly eating last year was like fruit and like other vegetable like stuff like that. Now, I want to be fair to everybody. Does that really count as a full plate if there's no protein? There's not too much protein on the plate. Should I get a one plate penalty being a vegan?
Now this is you bring up a couple interesting points. I'm going to touch on your second one first because this has been talked about. Is people are saying that the plates aren't even. Like some people are eating better plates than others,
Yes.
and I want to push back really hard against that idea. Because to start with, you are not counting your plates. It's the person next to you is
Yes.
responsible for your plates. So to
Yes.
start with, and it's really was the whole table. So if they're counting your plates, that's on everybody else. They don't have to.
Mm.
They can give you half a plate, three-quarters of a plate. So that's nonsense that people are cheating on plates. And part two is you get a plate could be fruit. It just has to be a lot of fruit. And I
Okay.
saw you
All right. Thank
loads
you.
of fruit on that plate. Like some people, they have a slice of meat. Is that really like one slice of
Mhm.
meat and maybe like a couple of like potatoes or something? Is that is
Yeah.
that
So
really is that really better than like 50 pieces of fruit? I don't think so.
mhm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna really push back against that. And now moving on to the kind of accommodations. That's gonna be I'm interested to see how people take that because me personally, I think that's a great idea. I know the Merry Mobster is somebody else that's kind of thrown that idea out there that
You cannot say the word Rajol in front of Mary Mobster.
no, and that was that was quite a theme on the Success episode he was just
Do not say it to my brother.
no.
No.
So that's very interesting. People I know tend to be a little bit traditionalist about you eat what they have.
Eat what they have.
But
But
that being said, I understand that some people need accommodations. I can't eat pork.
you
You
can't
can't
eat the
eat
pork.
pork. So it's definitely something to be thrown out. I don't know how we go about doing that, but I hope the committee takes it into consideration. So that's
Yes,
very
I'll be
constructive
sure to
idea.
bring it up to Mr. Franklin.
No, undoubtedly. Um, all right, so we kind of talked about reforms. Let's get in a little bit your thoughts on the how the camp. So we talked about spectacular itself. How about like campaign season? So I know that you've taken a bit of time to get your campaign going, and I know
Mhm.
you've been busy, and I'm sure you planned, and it seems like you have a lot of stuff in the works. But moving the start date up a month this year, pretty controversial. It's really Coach Christmas out there pushing for that. He was kind of at the forefront of that movement. A lot of people would have kept it in October. The campaigns also seem to have really gotten kind of crazy. So, do you have any thoughts on the state of campaigns? and what you would like to see from the future of Specky campaigning.
Future Specky campaigns. Well, then again, we're like 30 days in here. So I mean, to say like what I expect from other people or who I think's in the lead, it's still kind of too early to make a call for it. But I mean, you said because it used to be October was when we started, right?
October 1st. So
October
it would
1st.
be the first day of campaign season.
And would be today. I mean, well, I don't know when this is going to be posted, but today would be the first day of the campaign starting.
Yeah, no, this would be the start. So I just curious as to your thoughts on how we should organize campaigns going forward. Do you think that it's gotten too competitive, too out of control? Do you have any,
No.
or how do you see like what's an ideal campaign season for you? What do you think? What do you think
I
that
mean,
would?
as for competition, I mean, there should always be competition. There should never be one guy that's doing like straight out ahead of the pack. Because if there's one guy, if there's competition, everybody's going to be competing to do their personal best. If there's one guy that's just ahead of everybody, everyone's just going to slack off. That's what I like about the Specky. There's so much competition for it, and everybody's trying to compete their best.
Yeah, no, and I can't disagree with you there. I think the competition is great. It's just some people seem to not be able to handle it. And what I would say to them is if you're not built for the game, then get out of the game. You know, and
Also, enjoy Christmas, but the Specky may not be for you.
exactly, and come anyway. You know,
Yes, yes, come anyway. But if you
maybe you're
want to
not
be
meant to
one of
be a
those top
fighter.
five, you got to be a different species.
Yeah, and you know what I'm gonna say. You have that fire in you. I think you're right. You're right there with the big guns in terms of that competition, the
In,
competitive.
in the literal sense or in the figurative
Oh,
sense?
in both.
All right,
Without a
just
doubt.
throwing that out. Yeah.
Oh, we can't forget this man is a missile. Um,
Oh,
and I'm talking a little bit more about campaigns. I want to give you an opportunity on the show to kind of. I know you've kind of been falling down the power rankings a little bit. People have been like, "Where's Joe? What's he up to?" This just take your time and tell the people what you've been up to and your reasons behind the delayed start and why you should be shooting up the rankings. Stage
well,
is yours.
first off, we got pushed up a little bit early. So, I mean, I was just wanted to see also, wanted to test the waters, see how everybody was doing, try to get some more ideas in the works. If I had to summarize what's going on here, I say major setback for a major comeback.
I like that. Major setback for major comeback. Now that's a nice
Well,
phrase. I think you make use of it. I was another thing that's come up is I would give the advice to rookies. You got to have something, that catchphrase that really defines you. And I'll
and
build
let's be honest, yeah, it's not really a major setback because we wouldn't have even been starting in September.
no, and I 100% agree. There's still, I mean, draft picks aren't going to start until November. Like we have nearly, well over a month you have to catch up on people
Of course.
and everybody knows what you're capable of. And I think something special about you is that you might not need to be out on the Twitter every day to be doing a lot of small things. You're gonna come with the heavy hitters, and there's no doubt in my mind that once you drop that first heavy hitter, I mean you'll be flying up the power rankings beyond the
All
doubt.
right. Glad to hear that.
Building on that, I think that really gets to something that makes you unique. But I'll let you put it in your own words. What do you think? Because everybody at the Spectacular family has their own unique character, like who they are. What do you think makes Yuletide Yosef so unique?
Well, I'll go around to everybody, right? We'll start off with Coach Christmas. I mean, what else is there to say? He's a coach. He's your coach. He's my coach. He's everybody's coach, and he just embodies the spirit of Christmas. Next, you got Polar Bear Lawsy. He's a polar bear. Next, you got I can't really pick everybody off the top of my head, but for me, what makes me unique? I mean, who else is gonna when their spots threatened at the Specky, who else is gonna 3D print the model rocket and set it off, make something out of Arduino? I bring a technical aspect, I guess, to the spec that no one else has got.
I think that's you hit it spot on. Like there's the video that you put out when we were competing for that last spot last year. I think is coming to be the consensus best made video in spectacular history.
Oh, is that for real? I've seen the I've seen the Twitter and everything, all the tweets about it. Personally, I think Lawsy's got it taken with with the you got Braun, you got Michael, you got Lawrence.
No, and I understand, and it's obviously been more controversial for best, but there's no doubt that it's the best made, and that's a talent. Like you bring a technical skill and such a unique um, like math sciencey side to the spectacular that I can guarantee and nobody even is in your territory. Like there's some
That's
characters that you could kind of be like they have some similarities. Like there's nobody that's anything like you, and I think that that's so huge for a rookie trying to get their foot in the door, and I think that's going to serve you very well. So
oh, thank you for the kind words, Mr. Gillibons.
keep feeding into that. All right, now here's a question for you, and I think I know the answer, but will you be at the spectacular regardless of whether you're picked or not? I just want to
Oh,
clarify that.
of course. Are you kidding me? If I'm not picked, I mean, I still want to, still want to go and experience some Christmas holiday cheer.
There it is. Of course, he's going to be
Of
there.
course.
No doubt. No,
If I got to pay a fee, I got to pay a fee.
and that's a veteran move. And I think the odds you getting picked are great, and I hope you will
Yeah,
be. But it's great to know that you'll be there either way.
yeah.
And here, so we'll wrap up the question section with a fun one here. What do you love most about Christmas?
What do I love most about Christmas? Me, always, I mean, now that I'm in college, you get off like a little bit, you get off on Christmas break a little bit like later, like right before Christmas. With me, it was that Christmas break. Always loved it. Like the last day of school, having some fun stuff to do, going home. I would make cookies with Pop and Grandma, and Amanda Michelle and my mother. And my mother's mad at me because she's right here and I didn't mention it. But
Hello, Josephine.
eating. Oh, hello, Josephine.
Hello, Ezekiel.
Hello, Ezekiel. What else is there? Of course, it's just Christmas. Christmas, because everybody always was coming over by our house for Christmas Eve. Always the 7 fishes, huge dinner, and then the next day we'd go out to Queens. Just family. Family is my favorite thing about Christmas.
And that's a beautiful sentiment. I think that really cuts to the core of the spectacular too, because in a sense, the
We're all
spectacular
family.
we're all family. You said it.
All the family. We may be competing, but we're all family at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we are all family. That's what the community is all about, bringing us together. And it's really the one time of the year where we, more than any other, are truly a family. And we might hate each other sometimes.
Of course.
We might compete, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the spectacular, it's all love and family, and that's what makes it so special.
There it is. There it is.
Beyond a doubt, one of the best parts of Christmas. All right, so we're going to move on to the next section of the show here, and that's going to be a quick rapid fire section for you.
Oh boy.
Fire some questions at you, quick responses. What comes to your head? And
All right.
get to see a bit more of your personality. So, favorite Specky moment?
Favorite Specky moment's got to be, oh dear God, but probably in the video. You got to say the kiss with the mistletoe. I'm sorry, the kiss with the mistletoe is just amazing. We showed that to Pop the other day on the. He thought it was the greatest thing ever.
No, it's a special moment for sure, and
Yes.
I think the talk is when will they, it got people were wondering did they fully kiss last year?
Did he? Oh, I mean, well, he got the coronavirus, but is that an excuse to not kiss it under the mistletoe for the spec?
No, exactly, and now it's seeming like they're moving more and more. I think they're going to be like who knows the kissing is
Who
gonna,
knows what are they going to be doing next year? Dear
like,
God.
the tongue could be down the throat within the next couple of years is the direction that's trending. And we would all love to see that. Well, what do we
Gotta look out.
All right. Favorite Specky tradition?
Favorite Specky tradition's got to be the I'm ready, and then the cut the meat to what's it called, to Manaheim.
Yeah.
Like hands down, got to be my favorite Specky tradition.
No, and
There's just something about it when you're in the car all together. I mean, I wasn't one of the draft picks, but I felt like one of those draft picks last year. But I got, I was in the car. We were all just cutting the meat. Everybody was looking at us through the window like we were a bunch of psychopaths. There was just something about that I just was so memorable.
No, that's the moment of the day where you're like, the Specky is here. Like, yeah,
Specky's here, but Christmas is here.
Even more importantly, Christmas is here. Like the juices are just flowing through your body. Like it's more of a rush for me that moment than dropping a bomb on a village of thousands of people.
I can't even imagine what that was. That must be too
And
much.
that was in comparison to the I'm ready moment.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Favorite specky plate.
Favorite specky plate. You got to go with like the. I mean, it's hands down. You got to have the home fries. I just had some home fries before. My brother knows me. I live off of potatoes. Home fries. Get yourself a side of fruit and a bagel. I think I had that about like that and like a bunch of other things that can't come to my head right now. But what I would like to have on there would be a nice Impossible sausage. But we don't know what the committee is doing this year.
All right. Yeah, no, we did talk about that. I hope committee's listening. Get the Impossible on the menu, committee.
Possible.
All right. Your least favorite specky drink.
Oh, I mean, you kidding me? That's got to be the grapefruit.
And that's your least favorite.
My least favorite.
Yeah, I got you with the trick question. I tried this on Mistletoe Matt. I threw him a least favorite. He didn't. He saw it coming. I got you.
Uh-oh.
You got Jingle Bomb.
I got Jingle Bomb.
No, but we can. Yeah, no, that's the whole point. Was to see just a little fun. But clearly the grapefruit juice. Correct answer. That is the specky drink. And
the specky drink.
It's. I know it's a controversial one. People have their thoughts on it, but
1 second.
Be right back.
I just want to show the committee how dedicated we are here. We got, the Traverso family has invested in some grapefruit juice so that me and my brother can start training and it becomes our favorite drink. I just want to show this right there. You can see it. We're not lying here, folks. Ocean Spray grapefruit, 100%.
And there he is. He's already training for the spectacular.
I got to put some in the mathematical cup.
Yeah,
there it is.
Give me a round of applause for this rookie out here training.
Bottles up. It's actually not bad.
No, and that would be. I wonder. Maybe we should start adding amount of grapefruit juice, cups of grapefruit juice, drunk.
That's good. We're starting the train, me and my brother.
Well, there it is. All right.
There it is.
Who should you have been picked over last year for one of the top 5 spots?
Oh, that's tough. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to say no one because everybody else you got picked for a reason. All right. Let's just be honest. If you weren't picked, there was no spectacular. All right. I'm not going to go ahead and put myself above Schmitty or Laws or Costa or Coach Christmas. I'm going to say nobody. I mean, I think the right pick was made. But emphasis on definitely not you because that would have been, oh God.
and it's undoubtedly facts. But there would have been no spectacular. So
would have been no spectacular. So that question, I'm gonna say a hard nobody.
Okay, and that's such a veteran answer. Having the humility to be like, all right, yeah, maybe it was my turn last year to wait, but I fully expect to see you in that top 5 this year, and I think deservingly so. All right, I say, are you ready? You said.
I say, I'm ready, Mr. Jingle Bombs.
There it is. I say rookie. What do you say?
I say no longer.
There it is. Here he is. He's going to be drafted, ladies and gentlemen. He just said it out there. A rookie no longer. We love that. All right. That'll conclude the question part. We're coming up on 28 minutes here, so we got 2 minutes to go. So perfect timing. Just to wrap up real quick, do you have any questions for me about the show, about what you would, any advice you'd like, anything you'd like to see on the show because I'm going to be getting in. Yesterday I released my first of my lesson episodes where I'm going to be doing a specific topic. I'm going to kind of be teaching a specific topic each week. Any ideas for that? Anything you'd like to see on the show? Any questions?
You're going to be teaching a specific topic, like teaching a specky topic, you said?
Yeah. So like yesterday I did a quick overview of what is the spectacular for rookies.
Very nice. No, that's
and next week, is going to be you. And then the week after, I'm going to be fully into lesson mode of doing different pieces of advice or teaching points for rookies. So if you have any ideas.
Well, I'm definitely going to be looking for that. If I come up with any suggestions for you, Mr. Jingle Bombs, I'll send them right your way.
For sure. And here's a question for you. Should I reach out to any of the other people that have been thrown around as rookies, see if they want to get on the show? It was really just you and Matt this year that have put yourselves in the ring, but I didn't know if you thought there was anybody I should reach out to. and
I
see.
think you should personally reach out to Mr. Jennifer Mantione. No, Mrs. Jennifer Mantione.
Mr.
Mr. Jennifer Mantione. Yes. But yes, you should definitely reach out to Mrs. Jennifer Mantione. I heard that she's a possible. She expressed interest. But let's just think about, we're gonna have the first female campaign. I feel like that's a pretty good rookie to want to, interview on such a show like this.
Yeah, no, definitely the Manthiones are people that have thrown their hats in the ring. That's very exciting. We'll see if they get involved this year. I would love to have them on the show. Definitely an open invite. I don't know if they would love to be seen in this context.
Oh yeah, I think yes, that's fair.
So, all right. Do you have give me a quick 30-second elevator pitch for why Yuletide Yosef should be drafted this year?
Well, I mean, if I was to continue saying it like I've been saying it, you say rookie, I say no more. I bring a technical aspect to the specky that no one else does, and just wait and see, folks.
There it is. You say rookie, he says no more. And here we go. We're coming to the end of the show, and that means I have a surprise for you. But you have just been awarded a jingle bombing.
Hey,
coming on to the special edition, and what that means, if you're not familiar already, means I'm gonna do something for your campaign. You get to choose. You tell me jingle bombs. Give me a call up. Who do you want me to go bomb? Or what bomb do you want me to drop for you? So start thinking about that. Let me know what you want. Be in touch with me about that. You and Mistletoe Matt both get one for coming on the special edition.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored.
No, and this is my favorite part of the show. I can't wait to get this started. And you can actually continue earning these as it goes along. If you do something special, extraordinary, I will award you a jingle bombing. So be on the lookout for those. And
of course,
it's been a pleasure. Let's get the theme song going here to close out the show.
Now, you have one, or should I play one?
Yeah, you can play. I would love. This is your show. Go.
All right, we'll do a joy to the world.
Love that.
Have you seen my bow tie? My bow tie.
There it is. I love that you came on in the Christmas costume. That's not everybody shows up.
The only thing is, there's the lights got like shorted out or something last year. I gotta fix them. I don't know. There's some kind of short in the circuit. I gotta fix it. Yeah. Okay. 049.
Thank you, Yuletide Yosef. Signing off, everybody.
Thank you for having me, sir.